His feet grow really fast, so he has to be trimmed every 6 weeks. 6 to 8 weeks is what they usually do. And if you don't trim them, what happens? And if you don't trim them, they can get lame.
They can do what?
They can go lame, where they can't walk. It means they have hard, or they can
Have a hurt foot.
They can get sore and limp.
So this one you're about to do, you can tell that it's kind of outgrowing and needs to be trimmed?
Yeah, come here, Sophie. Foot.
Are we gonna clean Cooper's feet?
Come here. There you go. Stretch it out. See right here, and it gets real long right here. He's gonna cut all this off. And this one, the back's not too bad. The front, this gets real deep, and that needs, this is a hoof wall. This needs to all come off. And this is the frog. He'll cut that down too.
Okay. Does it have a horseshoe on it or no?
No shoe. I don't shod any of mine.
Why?
Because I don't like them. I don't like to nail them in their. I think they need to be as natural as God made them.
Ah.
And he has real hard feet anyway, so usually just flat hooves are real soft, and usually you have to put shoes on horses that have real soft feet, because they chip and break off and crack. But flat feet are real hard, and he's got excellent feet, so.
Wow.
Okay, John, you can take over now. I'm going to put the arm off the gate, that's on the chain off. I don't know if they're trying to get in or. Oh, you better not, I got to tie those back in.
Hey, look at what he just scrapes. Is it all like just mud?
Yeah, that's mud. That's mud right there. I'm just trying to get all the mud off so I can better see where I'm going to cut.
Did it hurt the horse when you did that?
No.
Why?
It's just like cutting your toenails.
Yeah, just like cutting your toenails. That's right.
Cooper, you throw a fit every time we have to cut your toenails. Horses are a whole lot easier than
Then
me.
you are. We'll figure out.
Yeah.
Some of them are not.
Some of them are.
Like AJ.
He won't do this.
He's not near as good as his feet. He doesn't.
Watch this. He's cutting parts of it off.
Okay, when they ask you, this right here where he's cutting, that's called the hoof wall. It's the outside of the foot.
When you take that, the horseshoe off, does, when it walks, did it hurt it?
No.
And you know what? It's not a shoe, Kate. That's just like his fingernail. See how he's cutting it? Just like that's like our clippers that we use to cut our nails.
But Kate,
Just a really big
if
version
a
of it.
horse has horseshoes on and you take those metal shoes off, well, after they take them off, yes, the horse's feet will be sore. Turns into a she devil. Isn't that right, John?
What?
Comment?
What? I'm not. Y'all not. I don't fall for that.
That's a trap.
That's a trap.
Hi, AJ.
What's a trap?
Oh,
You're being mean to Uncle John. Trying to get him in trouble. Kate, I like your shirt.
Thank you.
Looks like better.
Well, AJ, can you just not get enough of Kate?
He says, I like this little girl. She pets me.
okay.
All right, Kate. As horses get older, their teeth grow longer. So when they're babies, they're like this. But as they grow longer and longer and longer and longer.
Ah.
So you can kind of tell the age of a horse by the angle of their teeth.
Really?
See how Chief has an angle to his teeth? They kind of go like this. So because Chief is 24.
Whoa.
So he's a little older. He's a senior. And horses, their teeth continue to grow. So you have to have them floated once a year is what they call it.
What do you do?
Which is basically you take them to the vet or an equine dentist and they take a tool and put it in their mouth and grind off a little bit of their teeth.
Really?
It keeps it to where, because horses chew like this. If this is a horse's mouth, we chew like this. Horses chew like this. They grind the grass in between their teeth, so they chew in a circular motion. So if their teeth aren't smooth, they can't circle their jaws. And that can actually affect them eating, and they don't get the nutrition that they should. So, once a year or so, I have to take them to the vet and get their teeth floated. Why it's called floated, I have no idea. But that's what they do. They put a big old drill-looking thing in their mouth, grind it off.
Cool.
But the older they get, the longer their teeth get. That's where the expression long in the tooth came from. So if you're older, have longer teeth, you're a little long in the tooth. Like Chief.
Wow.
And horses can live well into their 30s, depending on how healthy they are.
How old's Chief?
24.
Do your feet?
And what kind of care you take
Do
of
your
them.
feet?
Now, the little minis, like
Are
Buddy,
you sure?
he's a donkey. Donkeys
You get
live longer
bored.
than horses anyway. Come here, buddy, get in the camera. You're being shy. Donkeys live longer than horses anyway, but the mini donkeys live the longest. So Buddy could very well live to be 50.
Wow.
And he's only 12, I think. So he's gonna be around for a good long time.
Oh my goodness.
And donkeys have to have their feet done just like horses.
Don't get near the horse.
Why?
Don't
The
walk.
back.
Why, Kate?
Because it can hurt you.
They can kick you, right?
Do you remember why I told you they'll kick?
Yeah, because they'll get scared of you.
Why?
Because they don't know you.
And they can't see you back here.
Yeah, so they just feel like they
Right here, a horse cannot see you. So
Yeah,
if they
so-
don't know they're back there, just like you said, and all of a sudden you make a noise or a movement, it might scare them.
Now,
And
if
they'll
you're
kick.
like touching them
But
gently
if you
along.
touch them, they know you're there and they're fine. Like Chief, he's fine with it right now.
Okay.
You won't see me over here.
So he'll know if you're good because he has sense.
He does.
To tell if
Horses
you're
have a
gonna-
lot of what we call intuition.
Yeah, the book we read, Kate, remember it said that horses are the closest to human, like,
Intuition.
spirit or inside?
Human intuition to any other animal, any other mammal. I think I've read in a couple of books that horses a lot of times are equated emotionally to dolphins.
Oh, yeah.
That they're very intuitive
And they're social,
and very social,
playful,
Yes.
all of that, yeah.
very intelligent.
Yeah, he's a hard catch.
Oh, sorry, buddy.
He's fat.
Kate, look at how Nina's putting on this thing.
It's called a halter.
A halter.
So you lead a horse with this.
Lead him around.
How do you know how to do it, Kate?
Come on.
He'll follow. Just walk.
That's AJ.
Best way to lead the horse
Hold closer.
is to stand a little bit by his head and hold about this far down the rope. That way you don't have a lot of slack that they can get their feet tangled in, or that they can walk away and drag you with.
Is there a certain side that they like you to be on?
Typically, traditionally on the left, but it doesn't matter, whatever she's comfortable with.
He's looking at her like, why are you so little?
It's like you're a tiny little person.
I like you. I can take you, Kate.
That's about the size she is. Oh yeah.
How many hands is that horse?
Not many. He's probably 13.
Is it really measured by your hand?
Yes. 4 inches. 4 inches. A hand is 4 inches.
Oh, sideways?
Measure horses and hands, which is about 4 inches.
From very bottom
Okay.
to the...
From foot to what they call the wither. When
What?
you're measuring a horse,
Kate, listen, this is how they measure a horse.
when you're measuring a horse, their height, you go from their hoof up to the top point of their wither.
Using your
right
hands.
here. Using your hands, traditionally. Now we use a measuring tape, but one hand is about 4 inches.
Oh.
So AJ is only, and I'm really short too, so we're both squatty, but so don't compare him to my height. But AJ is probably 13 hands. Don't you think he's about 13?
Yeah, at the most.
Maybe.
Wow.
He's short. He's what we call a pony,
Okay.
but that's okay.
He looked at you.
Spirit.
He looked at you like, hey, who are you calling a
Hey.
pony?
I might be small, but I'm mighty.
Kate, can you walk him a little bit?
Like me better than about 14 too.
Yeah. John likes him about bogey size. No bigger than Joe.
Bonnie likes them about 20.
Yeah.
The boss doesn't go for a walk. The boss.
Mama, get Cooper with cowboy in training. This is his mighty steed. Way to go, Cooper.
I'm praying so hard that that happens.
Yes, good job. Yeah, Kate, you can just sit and walk him to what about?
This is a freeze brand. It's just an identifying mark that we put on our horses. This is kind of the equivalent of a dog collar for a horse. This is the brand that I designed, and every brand that's on a horse is specific to the person who put it there. All my horses have this mark on them, and it's all in the exact same spot. So this is my brand, so people can see this. and
Do you
know that
actually
they
get
belong
like
to
something
someone.
hot and put it on? them?
Actually, this is a freeze brand.
Oh, freeze.
So they put it in a special substance that actually freezes when it contacts the skin. So it's painless.
Why does it change the color?
It grows back white.
That is so
That's
cool.
not on his skin, it's on his hair.
So the hair will actually grow back white.
Can I hold? Can I?
And either way, Kate, what do you have to do when you feed them a treat?
Change her out flat, and the horse will just take it out of your hand.
Because if you give a treat to a horse like this, or like this, they sometimes can get their teeth, or your fingers in their teeth. So just to be safe, you put your hand flat, and they'll take it right out of your palm. That's the safest way.
Okay. Go up there, Kate, by Beatty. Okay.
Okay, after you got your horse brushed up real good, you saddle them up. Kate, what's this?
A horse cover.
It's kind of a horse cover. This is a saddle pad.
Oh.
This is what you put underneath the saddle
I've heard of those.
to protect your horse's back.
Huh.
And you want it to sit right about right here on the shoulder, because the saddle's going to go right on their wither that I showed y'all earlier. The part on their back right here that kind of sticks up. Chief's kind of fat, so you can't see his as well as you can on other horses. So you get your saddle pad on, and then you get your saddle.
Okay, look at that saddle. We need to get you